welcome back to another Gigguk reaction video. This dude. Every time he releases a new video, it literally gets filled up in my comment sections. People saying, look, react to it, look. So of course we're gonna react to it. Don't worry, we just had to catch up with Lord of Mysteries before we jump into this bad boy, which is an anime I'm actually curious to see what he has an opinion of, because we're jumping into Gigguk Summer Anime 2025 in a nutshell. And Summer, I would say, has cooked. I mean, there's a few anime which I'm very curious to see his opinion on. Lord of Mysteries is definitely one of them. But there's also an anime that I am more curious about than any of the other ones. And that, well, that's Takopi. So why don't we just find out? Let's find out. Anyway, press the like button. Subscribe for more reactions like this. Let me know what other reactions you want to see on this channel. Put your recommendations down below. Everything I check out comes from you guys. Recommendations down below. And let's jump into my first time of reaction to Gigguk Summer. By the way, go check out his channel, link in the description. Summer Anime 2025 in a nutshell.
Anime. What the hell, man? Of course, during one of the most busy periods of my life, you drop one of the most stacked seasons in years. I mean, just look at all these shows. Normally, I try to blast through the sequels as quickly as possible, but it's kind of hard this time because, like, half of this chart is high-profile sequels. Obviously, we've got the continuations of shows that didn't finish long ago. Dandadan, Kaiju number 8, Sakamoto Days, Dr. Stone. Dress Up Darling is back with the best girl in anime. That sentence was made with absolute zero bias. I don't know how they did it, but it looks like Cloverworks have upped the quality on it in the general animation of the season, and considering how much love they put into certain scenes in season 1, this could be shaping up to become the Sistine Chapel of Gooning, along with the Sistine Chapel of Vibe.
True. I do really want to watch my Dress Up Darling season 2. I am planning to hopefully react to it, but I don't know when we're going to do that, all right? Because I was away on holiday and I've fallen behind massively on it, and now I'm 8 episodes behind, so I just don't know how to catch up on it anymore.
Season 1, this could be shaping up to become the Sistine Chapel of Gooning, along with the Sistine Chapel of Vibes. And Gooning. The Bunny Girl Senpai characters are in freaking university now. God, I've been asking forever for more anime characters to get older than high school age, and now I've waited so long, these characters have actually grown up beyond high school age. Unlike the characters in Grand Blue, they're about as mature as I remember them.
Nice.
After 15 years, Panty and Stocking is somehow back as unhinged and insane as ever. Now, for those of you that weren't around at the time, this ended on one of the biggest cliffhangers in anime ending history that left fans as confused as they were shocked. 15 years, we wondered, what the hell was that plot twist? Where the hell did that come from? I was lucky enough to attend the premiere of the first episode and meet the team, and on stage, the legendary director, Hiroyuki Imaishi himself, said, yeah, I didn't really put much thought into the original ending. Bruh. The vending machine isekai.
Nice. When your creator's like, so why did you do that? I don't really know. Just kind of did, you know?
I got a sequel? Who the hell is funding this? And the Shoulder Boy isekai with thick thighs? Who the hell is funding this? Actually, don't answer that question. Then, we got the sequel films to two of the most popular anime IPs of modern time, Demon Slayer and...
Not even taking any chances at all. Don't give a fuck. If he talks about Demon Slayer, if he talks about Chainsaw Man, if he talks about Bunny Girl Senpai, he talks about anything, it's getting skipped. Alright? I don't even give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care if this dude's seen it. I ain't seen it. Skip it.
Is this Ban, the boundary of adulthood? Oh great, another isekai. Whose bright idea was it to add yet another isekai to the world of anime? I'm pretty sure that's not even a real name. Yes, if you haven't heard, I'm making an anime short film. It's a real anime. See? It's on my anime list. That means it's anime, guys. For anyone in Japan, I'm premiering it on the 24th of August at the Ikebukuro Grand Cinema Sunshine. Last few tickets are available at the link on screen or in the description. But I am also putting it out for free on YouTube next month on this channel. So keep an eye out for that when the date is finalized. Speaking from the heart for a bit though, this project has been a dream come true, and I hope that I've made something that even just a few of you can appreciate. This is a passion project completely funded by me, made with the help of so many talented people that I've met in my journey on YouTube. It might not be the most high profile or big budget anime this summer, but I can proudly say that at least it'll be the only isekai this season that will be showing off the fantastic work of my close mate, Kevin Penn. Oh god damn it, Rising of the Shield Hero!
Don't really know what happened there, but I'm presuming he's in that season. I don't know what Gigguk's copyright rules and stuff are going to be like around, and I really don't want to react to it if it's something he doesn't want people to do. But I would love to support it any way I can. Anyway, as someone who I like is part of the anime community, I would love to support the project. I know I'm only a small channel, but yeah, I really would. So if I can react to it in any way, if I can show more love to it, if I can send more eyes and more people to it, I would love to. I'm super proud of him. He's amazing.
This is what we need to start the season off with. If you're like me and you're still suffering PTSD from the existence of Inukai's dog, this is the eye bleach that the therapist ordered. No more gooning, no more thirsting over small animals, just a warm, cozy show about a woman and her adopted...
Panda?
Yep, it's a pretty fucked up looking dog.
God damn, after that I feel something arising.
Is it a panda? Maybe? It kind of looks like a panda. Like it's probably some sort of Australian animal. Also, by the way, that shot of her opening the window and them in the bath together is absolutely fucking amazing. It has to be said. Like, that is a banging ass shot. The fact that you literally, because, like, what am I saying? I'm basically saying it's a banging ass shot because we've all been there, right? We've all done that. We've all had, like, those hot evenings and you're sitting in a bath or in a shower or whatever, and then you just go and open your window. You open a window and it all comes blistering in. I remember a while ago, I literally had the exact same, and it was nice. I'm just waffling because I'm skipping past something on the screen. Anyway, let's go.
With that said, let's get back to summer 2025. Even though it's my job to keep up with what's going on in the world of anime, sometimes I get a reminder of just how completely out of touch I am with the adjacent manga community. Because prior to now, I had not heard of the fragrant flower blooms of dignity, despite it being one of the highest ranked new manga of recent times. It's a new high-profile romance anime. It's comfy. It's sweet. It's about a delinquent boy and a smart girl from rival schools falling for each other, Romeo and Juliet style, in a premise we've seen all throughout history. Now, real talk. I've gone on record saying that these modern high school romance comfort anime aren't generally my thing anymore. I finished Blue Box thinking that it just started to cook.
I'm gonna be honest. He says this a lot, but he always is full of shit, alright? The amount of times I've heard Gigguk say, this high school romance anime ain't my thing anymore, and then this motherfucker goes and watches another one, and then another one, and then says it's awesome, and it's amazing. I'm gonna be honest, I think he's just massively in denial. I think this is his genre.
Even my gold standard for the genre, The Dangers in My Heart, took until season 2 for me to fully appreciate it. Which is to tell you guys that despite the critical acclaim, even I was surprised at how fast this show hooked me. Sometimes there is no secret formula. Sometimes it's just about telling a story and telling it really well with characters you want to root for. There's a soul to these characters I can immediately feel with the way they react to situations, the dignified way they treat each other. They aren't just your tropey romance protagonists, and this is just a sweet story that warms the soul. Add to this Cloverworks bringing some close to movie level productions, and I can understand why this had so much hype going into it. It remains to be seen if this can top my experience with The Dangers in My Heart, but at least for this season, there is no other romance anime that is even gonna come close. Yes! 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 This is it. This is where history's gonna be made. The world's about to witness the birth of the LeBron of cucks. Or what's that? You're more of a shonen trash kind of guy? Well, boy, do I have the show for you.
I'm confused. I'm confused. What does he mean? What? Can someone explain what he means by the rent a girlfriend statement?
The trash man.
Farming trust.
Nice.
Okay, you want peak aura? Well, here you go. This guy is peak aura.
That guy.
I meant like Aura from Freeran. Cleaver Tez. Now, this was a show that got on my radar because it's a fantasy anime with a name that isn't a full-blown paragraph. This series tells you from the get-go that it is absolutely pulling no punches. This is a gritty dark fantasy through and through that doesn't just skip over its world building because it doesn't assume you've seen a million copy-paste fantasy anime before, with production values that aren't to be scoffed at. Out of all the fantasy anime, this one surprised me the most, so I'm putting it down as the dark horse this season.
Yeah,
what else we got in the world of isekai and fantasy? I got reincarnated as a waterbender. Let's see what you can do.
I'm sorry, I swear I can usually last longer than this.
There's another socially awkward anime girl who's so shy she figured out Chandler's casting and became one of the most powerful mages in the world. I have to try my hardest to not call this Bocchi the Witch, but with the amount of socially awkward female protagonists nowadays, it's kind of just a given because that's right. All roads lead to her, baby. We got another guy kicked out of his party, so what does any man do when that happens in a fantasy world?
That world immediately reminded me of a sentence of a bookworm, just like straight away.
That's right. Buy a slave and open up a restaurant. What is this? Delicious out of dungeon? Child labor in another world? Fucking rising of the meal hero? Oh, looks like there's another
Hold on 1 second.
child labor in another world? Fucking rising of...
Man, that lasagna looks banging. Look at the amount of cheese on that bad boy. God damn. Anyway.
The meal hero? Oh, looks like there's another Josei romance in a fantasy world. I mean, it looks alright. I'm just not sure I'm the target demographic.
私は姉にプロポーズした人の花嫁となる。
I'm immediately interested. There's another kingdom building.
Of course you are, dude. Of course you are. Because this is your genre! This is your genre, dude! You're not fooling anybody, Gigguk. You ain't fooling nobody. Nobody, not like, come on. Alright? At this point, this guy's just full of shit. The amount of times he's like, nah, man, romantic, fantasy romance, no, maybe romance. No, I'm not a big fan, maybe romance. My favorite anime of the season was a romance anime. This guy fucking loves it. He fucking loves it. He fucking loves it.
花嫁となる。
I'm immediately interested. There's another kingdom building isekai. I know I've made jokes about some anime
Why
feeling
is
like a
this
Civ
song
isekai,
playing?
but it looks like we've just cut the bullshit now because the main character literally gets transported into a game of civilization. Oh, hey, this isn't an isekai. This wasn't an isekai. If Gachi Akuta wasn't enough to get your shonen fix, we got Token Anki. And, well, if the former
Jesus.
felt like what Soul Eater was for modern shonen, this shit feels like Blue Exorcist coded all the way. Except for
Jesus,
the power
this looks
system
awesome.
around
What the fuck is this?
bloodbending. Now, we've seen America's take on bloodbending plenty of times before, so I wonder how the Japanese are going to do it. Hold on a second, this doesn't seem right. Lord of Mysteries. It seems like
Oh, something
nowadays there's
feels
at least
wrong.
one Chinese animation that seems to be sneaking on these lists, and this season, it's this one. This is a highly anticipated adaptation of one of the most beloved and acclaimed web novels to come out of there, and guys, it's an isekai. But we're not isekaiing ourselves to the typical fantasy world. China has decided to isekai us to England? You fucking what? The production is
You
up there
fucking
as some of the
what?
best you can find this summer.
fucking
And
what,
that's
mate?
saying a lot with some of the other shows coming out. My only concern is that as someone coming into this completely blind, they seem to be blasting through this. This is a high concept, dense story with what feels like a bloody rich world, and the beginning throws you right at the deep end and expects you to keep up. It
Yeah.
felt a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
Hopefully things get a bit easier to follow the further this gets long, but this is one I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on. Oh hey, another anime about...
I wonder when he recorded this video, because I'll be super curious to know what he thinks now. Because I felt the same. I absolutely felt the same. I said this, after recording my first reaction, I felt like Lord of Mysteries was just like fucking intense as hell, really fast-paced, really hard to follow from the first 2 episodes. However, it absolutely stops feeling like that the more you watch. The more you learn, the more you pick up, the more it feels better. There are still heavy complications, and they do still expect you to pretty much know everything after just one explanation, which I feel like maybe it's just something we're not used to, but they do that a lot. They'll be like, right, so this is basically this and this and this, and they just move on, and then they'll reference that one thing like 5 episodes later and expect you to immediately remember it, which is tough, right? But if you can, it's very good. I definitely feel like it's a hard watch, but it's a very fucking rewarding one.
Some girls making friends.
友達になろう、大塚さん。
A few moments later.
Cute.
どうやら私は君を一人の女性として好きになってしまったようだ。
Gay girls, innit? This season, we got another show that asks, can a girl-girl friendship survive? Probably not. Awkward and lonely pink-haired girl goes to a new school and tries to
Classic.
reinvent herself in an attempt to
Yeah, you could tell because she has the pink hair. That's how you know.
make new friends, and in the process, unintentionally gets herself a harem of hot girls thirsting over her, even though all she wanted to do was just make some... Wait a minute. This is just bocce she locked in. Quick shout out to friend of Trash Taste Sally Amaki, who landed her first lead role playing a British girl in Japan. Fun fact, she
Yay.
actually hit up Connor to give her a bit of coaching on how to do a British accent for this role. Let's see what Connor's been teaching her.
An arcade? Are you going to escort me then?
Just a bit of banter.
Hey, corporate wants you to make one of those TikTok dance routines for the opening. We need this to go viral. But, sir, I have no experience choreographing TikTok dance. Just shut up and do it anyway. Maybe
What
make
is
them
this?
do something with their hands or something. That's it? That's what you came up with? Can't you make it more interesting? Alright, good job. You know that old friend...
Perfect. Peak. Well done. Nice. No. You did a good job. In fact, we should take it one more time. One more time, right, guys? Yeah? No, that was a good job. That is some good work. God damn great. Well done. My guy. Holy shit. Let me just take a picture, man. Fucking hell. What? You legend. You fucking, you. One more time. Hold on.
Can't you make it more interesting? Alright, good job. You know that old friend?
Beautiful. Masterpiece. Fucking masterpiece. There was actually something else I wanted to say, but I've completely fucking forgotten. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. It seems like hair color determines a personality in a lot of these romance anime.
And you can go years without seeing, and then one day you meet up, and it's like not a single day has passed.
Nice song choice. Nice song choice.
That's Kyoto animation every single time. Carrying on the soul of Nichijou, implanting chaos into the mundane with that impossibly high bar of Kyoto animation quality comes City the animation. And god, this shit is just crack for my eyes. I love everything about the way it looks. The colors, the energy, the art style. I just want to serve this aesthetic up in a plate and just... Maybe I shouldn't have written that paragraph when I'm about to have lunch. Okay, what's next?
You and me, bro. You and me. I'm literally thinking right now about the fresh loaf of bread I have downstairs, and it's calling my name. I got some jam in the fridge. Got some butter. There's some peanut butter. There's some honey. I don't know what I'm gonna put on it yet. I was even thinking about putting some cheese on it, putting it on a grill, toasting it. I might do that. But I'm having pizza for dinner tonight, so that's quite a lot of cheese. Decisions.
Stephen King, a decorated master of horror, once said, "There are 3 types of terror. The gross out, the sight of a severed head tumbling down a flight of stairs. The horror, the unnatural, spiders the size of bears, the dead waking up and walking around. And the last and worst one, terror, when you come home and notice everything you own has been taken away and replaced by an exact substitute."
お前やっぱ惹かれちゃうやろ。
Horror and anime is historically 2 things that don't always work well together, but we might just have the strongest candidates in a very long time.
I will say it is a shame because as someone who is such a huge fan of horror, there isn't really an anime that like people recommend. When I came into the anime community and I was like, you got any horror recommendations? People were like, not really. They're like, there's a few you might like. There's this one and this one and this one, but none of them are the horror you're going to look for. I still don't fucking understand why after all this time we don't have a slasher anime. Why the fuck is there not a slasher anime? Why does that not exist? Why is there not an anime that literally is like Scream or Halloween and follows the story of a murderer and a mystery element to it, you know? A person killing off your main characters in a murder mystery element as people are trying to uncover. Why doesn't that fucking exist? It's the easiest concept to write. It would do very well. Why doesn't it exist? Drives me fucking crazy, man. Like, god damn it.
But we might just have the strongest
Come
candidates
on, more
in a
horror
very
anime.
long time. A very, very long time. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I was so excited for a new horror anime and hyped it up, because actually, you know what, I've never done that before. Because if there's one type of horror I could actually see working in anime form, it's this one. It's not the type of horror that jump scares you or tries to make you squeamish.
Talking about
it's the unsettling type. The one that slowly seeps in, chills you to the core, and follows you wherever you go.
I've heard about it,
the atmosphere
but I haven't heard
drags
much
you in,
about it.
never letting you get away from this constant feeling of unease. You're side by side with an eldritch horror, unsure where it's going to lead you. It's pure Lovecraft. If Lovecraft was written in Pride Month. And the production values. Man. Cygames Pictures proving once again that they are one of the most exciting new studios out there. And I don't know who the director of this is, but this is some top tier directing and building up suspense and tension. They must have done some pretty damn good work in the past. Ah, I see. He is no stranger to eldritch horrors and anime. After that show though, I feel like we can do with a little pick-me-up. But this looks like a cute little show. I wonder what... Oh my god! What is this?
And you don't seem to understand.
You know
Why is
you're
he
in for a
playing the
ride when the
boa
show hits you with not one,
song?
but two separate content warnings right from the get-go, and honestly, maybe they didn't warn me hard enough because you won't find a show harder to sit through this season than Takopi's Original Sin. This is not one for the faint of heart, and I'm not saying that as clickbait or as a challenge. Normally on YouTube there are some anime where I have to be careful about what I show because some of the content is about to make the UK government check your ID. But this is one of the few examples where if I show you everything, YouTube is about to restrict it for an entirely different reason. This show
Takopi's Original Sin is one of the... for some reason, people seem to have like a problem with the ending. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I think you just can't fucking satisfy everybody anymore, and people are so quick to look for a negative in something. They like it's just like nature these days. Because I truly thought the ending was good. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna remain as vague as possible. But it seems like people either want a purely happy ending or a purely sad ending these days. If there's anything in the middle, like we saw with Attack on Titan, if there's anything in the middle, people just don't know how to handle it. They're just like, don't know what this is. It's not happy. It's not sad. Shit. And that's how people like react. And I really feel like the message got missed on Takopi, where the whole point is it wasn't supposed to be fixed, because the whole point in this anime, again, I don't want to get into spoilers, but the whole point in this anime was it's supposed to showcase like the pain of like these parents just being awful parents, and it was all about the parents and not being good parents, and it was supposed to show that that is something that can't be fixed, you know? That is something that has to be changed. That you can't fix bad parents, but you can choose to not become them. That's why I felt like the whole message was in Takopi. That's what it was like. I have to be honest, my parents growing up, very different to how I'm parenting. I'm not going to say any more than that.
where if I show you everything, YouTube is about to restrict it for an entirely different reason. This show is heavy, depicting some of the worst experiences a child can go through in a completely unfiltered lens. It'll hit you with a soul-crushing scene you find hard to stomach and just hold on it, challenging you to keep watching, keep somehow pressing on, that by the end of the episode you've got nothing left you can say except for just man. It's the kind of series where you have to switch off the TV and go outside to remind yourself that the world isn't as awful as what you just watched, which may leave some of you wondering why I would even recommend people watch this, and that's because it might not make you feel good, but what it will make you feel is going to be incredibly powerful. This is the kind of media that only comes along once in a blue moon, so yeah, give this one a watch if you want to support your local therapist. In Shoujo Land, we've got the popular, good-looking guy from class falling for the...
I hated watching Takopi. I will never watch it again in my life, but I recommend people watch it because the message it tries to put out there, I think is so important. I think more than anything, people need to learn to be good parents. And I think Takopi is a teachings in that.
Plain old-looking ugly girl. We've seen this one before, but interestingly, the English title of this is April Showers Bring May Flowers, which is nice. It sounds poetic. Then I had to double-take reading the Japanese title, which I believe approximately translates to, "Hey, a bouquet for this ugly hoe!" Yo, Japan, chill. She's not even that ugly. Like, I'm pretty sure there are worse examples. Holy shit, they actually did it. Lore accurate Mushoku Tensei. It's official. Ugly bosses have escaped your favorite dungeons and are now invading your isekai. This is the true power fantasy we were waiting for.
I'm
the
watching
Vanguard of Virginity.
I don't
the
understand
CEO of
what's going on.
abstinence. Bro has been looksminning since the day he was born. Sung Jin-woo may be the king of aura farming, but he hasn't met the gods of odor farming. At first, I thought this was just propaganda for the ugly bastard apologists. And then I've realized with the recent trend of fantasy shows changing up the protagonist formula to more accurately represent what the audience have grown into, this is just the final form of the genre. Finally, the representation we were waiting for. No, the representation that we need. Motherfucker is so powerful, he can't even die. He just gets banished to the shower realm.
I can't tell if it's... Gigguk is fucking with me here, because I can't tell whether or not these shots are actually from the anime or he's edited them.
Cute girls do bowling now? Alright, well, I mean, seems pretty decent. It's a form that we've seen before, so you know what to expect when it comes to these kinds of things. Wait, what the fuck? What the
Why did it have the Teletubbies?
What is this? What
face?
the hell is going on? What? Why are they in feudal Japan? What? Why are they on an active battlefield? Oh god, they're using their bowling skills to survive in a nation war-torn area. I can't. This is the stupidest thing I've seen all year. Girls' high school boarding club gets isekai to feudal Japan? Who the hell thought of this idea?
What?
This is slander. Oh hey, more cute girls. I wonder what they're doing this time.
What? What? That's the concept? That's the concept? That's genius. I'm watching it.
今度ガーネットを取りに行こうかと思ってるんだが
Oh, come on!
Finally, we got an anime about rocks.
Minerals.
And what better way to do that than some adorable anime girls collecting and finding rocks? And look, I have no personal interest in rocks. But this show is goddamn beautiful. Coming from Studio Bind, it looks like once again they're moving outside of just the confines of adapting Mushoku Tensei, and they said, screw it, I want to make a show about rocks.
Minerals.
And damn, if they're not putting all their effort into
What's
this.
this minerals
I mean,
joke?
the
I don't get it.
backgrounds, the animation, woo, the character designs. Are we sure this ain't a baking show? Cause that
This anime looks great. It looks good. The mineral rock things. No man. We should look. Well, hold on 1 second. Did you see the one in the background there?
backgrounds, the animation, woo, the character designs. Are we sure this
Yes,
ain't a
that tree
baking
looks
show?
great.
Cause that is some premium cake right there. Look, I might just be interested in rocks.
Jesus, Maria.
No, because I gotta say, that's one attractive minor. You know what? Never mind. Huh? Who's messaging me? Nothing. Let's just move on. I was just saying that this person looks pretty. You know, she looks pretty. She likes rocks. She's a mine.
The R sound is both a
Rip, bro. And just before your new anime was gonna come out as well. You hate to see it, man. Usually it only happens to Minecraft YouTubers.
open. Relax your mouth and lips apart.
Mine. Lady who likes to mine rocks, also known as an M-I-N-E-R miner.
Safe.
Oh god, that's not what I meant!
A minor.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much this month to Basil, Dysfunctional Degenerate, Flabberwocky.
Oh, he's gonna go through all of his Patreons. Now, I will say right now, a huge shout out to Gigguk and his freaking Patreon. I'm gonna leave a link to our boy's channel in the description like I usually do. I feel like it was that shorter than he usually does. I felt like a short one. I'm gonna leave a link to his video in the description. If you have not watched it, go watch it, please, for yourself. You should have already watched it before you even thought about watching this reaction video. If you didn't watch it, I'm disappointed in you, alright? Go watch it, okay? Link to Gigguk's video is in the description. You can get the full version of his video, and you can check out loads of his other videos as well. The guy is amazing, alright? He's fucking amazing. And if you go watch his video, you don't have to worry about me pausing as well, and you can probably get it. You can go check out the cool full screen images of certain characters that he was showcasing, you know, that look good. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, what are we talking about? Yeah, we were talking about something. What were we talking about? Breaking Bad. That's what we were talking about, yeah. Breaking Bad, great show. Why'd he end on that one, man? Why'd he end on that one? A minor. They're not like us. Anyway, so what was your favorite anime of the summer? What is currently your favorite anime of the summer? He kind of glossed over some of the big ones, but he usually does that anyway. You know, like Dr. Stone, which I haven't actually seen, so I'm kind of happy he did. He didn't talk about the Demon Slayer or Chainsaw Man stuff, which I didn't even know the Chainsaw one was out, so I'm glad about that as well. I think he probably did that on purpose because a lot of the world hasn't caught up on Demon Slayer yet because of how they decided to stupidly release it. Because, you know, why not? And then, yeah, I don't know. I think summer has been very interesting. Lord of Mysteries, I think, is very good. I'm seeing a massive divide in the community about Lord of Mysteries, and I think, sadly, a bunch of that has started from reactors shit-talking it a little bit. But I also think that's not just the case. I think some of it is justified by the complications and heavy start. And that's true as well, you know, but it's still, like, how do I word it? It's rewarding if you give it a chance. And, like, if you guys have seen my reactions, I'm not one of, like, the quickest in terms of, like, intellectual picking up shit anime. I can't even speak right now. And I'm doing fine. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. My brain is mush. He really screwed me over with the last one there. The summer that Hikaru died is definitely a series I think I want to watch the most. It gets recommended a bunch, but yeah, I don't really know much about it, but I do want to watch it. I do really want to watch it. There was a couple of other ones that looked pretty good. Takopi's I'm glad I never have to watch again. Because my word. The bowling isekai series sounds insane. That Cleavitas looked pretty cool as well. The fragrant flower blooms with dignity looks stunning. I absolutely want to check that one out. It looks gorgeous. And of course, I'm looking forward to checking out Gigguk's new anime series as well. I'm very excited to check that one out. Yeah, summer has been stacked. It was so good. I mean, My Dress Up Darling Season 2 is out as well. That Gachikuta one is out that people have been talking about too. There's loads of series that I have not been able to watch. There's loads of series that we're trying to watch. We're doing weekly reactions of both Dun Da Dun and Lord of Mysteries. You get those both Saturday and Thursday. And I feel like both of them have been pretty awesome. Dan Da Dan's continued the exact same stuff it did previously. It's done exactly the same. He didn't really talk about it at all, which I was surprised about. But yeah, it's literally continued where season 1 left off, and the same style, the same story and everything. I like how season 2 is giving a bit more acknowledgement to something else. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't say it, but something we were all hoping we'd get more of, we are getting, which is different, but I think they're doing a good job of it. And I think Lord of Mysteries could not be more different from any series I've ever seen. I'm enjoying the difference in that. And as a horror fan, I think the Eldritch style, sort of freaking, I always forget the name of it, Lovecraftian horror is very fun, so I'm enjoying that too. All right. That's where my reaction is going to end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for recommending this one to me. Go check out Gigguk, like and subscribe. Let me know what you want me to check out next. And as always, my friends, let me know what your favorite anime of the summer is. What should I watch? And you will see me in the next video.